It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And we'll see Brock Bowers. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Raiders and the Rams on Sunday Night Primetime.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And this is going to be a Rams first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's a run. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Touchdown, Rams. That his first touchdown this year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Back to throw. He fumbled the football. One of the Raiders has got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. A throw on the move is caught. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it inside the 5. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now 3rd and goal coming up. They'll run. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's got the golden domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. The ticket 3 brings up second and 7.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked up by Keely Ringo. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Shipley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Drive will start on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. Here's a 2nd and 6. This one complete right side. It'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out. They reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up.
Automatic 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, LA.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Back to the ground after the penalty. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. A run on 1st and goal. We'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run going left. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Holding, offense.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. Off he goes. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. 3rd and a yard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Nakua snags it over the middle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Here's 2nd and 2. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Finding his tight end, Mayer. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like it. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams going to open up a 17-3 lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 14-6 was the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be.
Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Raiders are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, Leads to a big pickup.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got the tight end there. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point is good. And the Rams move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. The motion man here is Wilson. On 3rd down, they'll go with Shipley. And for the moment, that's a 1st down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The open man is Nakua. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now he'll run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. Well, let's check the call.
Offense.
This one grabbed by Nakua.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now a give on the ground. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Rams. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 31, Raiders 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Rams offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
One knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and Everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He'll get this complete to Shipley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down, a pickup of 9. From here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with him again. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He gets that complete to his tight end man. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Up the middle they go. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. This is caught at the 2. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down. He'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, LA. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop